Alright, so here is a recording I want to do on a very tragic figure. Her name is Jodian Fearon. Yeah, this is the case from earlier this year where you had this young lady who died under very questionable and grim circumstances when she actually gave birth. And what happened was she was bouncing back between two hospitals, the Spanish Town Hospital, St. Catherine, and UE, because doctors believe she had COVID-19, which she didn't have, and she was basically, from the gist of it, left to die after giving birth to her daughter. And there's has been a very huge hoopla. Like, her family, rightfully so, weren't happy with how these hospitals handle it, and there's a lawsuit. And unfortunately, but not surprising, that all charges were basically dropped, so on, because the director of public prosecutions, you know who she is, basically said, yeah, nothing to see here, nothing, okay, everybody is basically going to go, basically no one's really going to be held accountable. So basically, the family basically are salt. And as I said, like, this disgusts me. I mean, it doesn't surprise me because it was just obvious from the get-go that they were never going to charge no one is going to be held responsible for this poor woman's death. And there are a lot of other cases where a lot of ordinary civilians have get this very crappy treatment at these hospitals. UE, unfortunately, and funny thing is, I was born at UE, so I was one of the lucky ones. But I haven't heard good stuff about UE or these other places. And after reading the justification by the DPP, is that is which I'm not even going to go bother going, but it does seem that they were just, this was pre-planned, that nobody was really going to get charged. They're basically saying that, hey, okay, accidents happen, so be it. Tough luck, deal with it. No one's really going to get charged, even despite how bad this looked. And yeah, this was like a blister on the eye of Christopher Tufton, who's an MP of in hospitality right here. And but the thing is, as I was saying, is that this was basically not really about getting justice. It was just, what they were doing is that they were trying to find a way that they're going to exonerate themselves of any wrongdoings. And that was basically it. And like I said, like, it was very predictable. Disgusts me, yeah, but I am not surprised. To me, what I think is that Jodian Fearon's primary crime was that she was not born to one of these uptown families. Like, if her Jodian Fearon's certain last name had been Chin, Stewart, Matalan, Azan, etc., etc., and this bullshit happened to her, best believe that there are people who have been charged, though. Like, there's no way that her family or uptown family was going to let this lie without getting their pound of flesh. And most likely, some people at UE and Smashdown Hospital would have lost their jobs, and better lost their freedom, or gotten their license revoked, because there would have been some consequences. But because Jodian Fearon apparently comes from a family that's basically not really in the party elite or these uptown circles, yeah, they basically, tough luck for them. That's what they're basically sending that message, that, okay, if you're an ordinary Jamaican, 50-50 chance you're going to get justice regardless of who's wrong and so on. And that, again, was basically her only crime, was that her and her family weren't part of this or highly connected, because there'd have been consequences right there. And the DP, Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions, would not say that bullshit, because they know that if they did that, they would, again, somebody they would have been out of their jobs very soon. And that's what I take away from this, is that Jordan Fearon's only crime was that she was not, that her surname wasn't different. It was a different and more notable surname that connected her with some people in high positions. And that's unfortunately what this I took away from this, because I know that they would not have been saying this bullshit if she wasn't, if she had, her last name was related to, her surname was Stewart, Chin, Matalan, Azan, or one of these people who have big pockets and the power to really punish anybody who dare do a stunt like this. But as I said, I am disgusted. I'm not surprised, and that's unfortunate as I can say about this. I hope the families try and bring a civil suit in. I hope they're lucky, they're successful in that too. All right, but this is just that's what they basically were made up their minds that nobody's going to be held accountable for this woman's the gross negligence that this woman suffered that resulted in her demise. So that's all I have to say. So this is for State of Jamaica and the Caribbean. Check them out on the YouTube pages. Miles Goodson Fearon, Miles Your Productions and Real Thoughts Miles.